Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, today's video is again going to be super short. Don't worry, I've only got one more video for these chart patterns after this one. But guys, today it's going to be another short video, but we're going to talk about another popular technical analysis charting pattern in trading called the descending triangle pattern, all right? Now guys, for those of you who are new to the channel, before we actually do get started, if you are interested in trading and want to try the same crypto exchange that I use, feel free to go ahead and try the MEXC crypto exchange, all right? Now, a lot of you probably already use Binance or Coinbase or something like that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The reason why I like MEXC so much in comparison to Binance and Coinbase is simply because I'm a huge altcoin trader and I love to buy a bunch of small cap altcoins before bull markets start. And guys, MEXC has over 1,500 different altcoins for me to buy at any given moment that I want, all right? Whereas Binance and Coinbase, they only have like 300 coins to trade. So forget that, all right? So guys, if you want to go ahead and give it a try, there is a link to it in the description below this video. Feel free, go ahead and try it out, all right? Now guys, we are going to be looking at the descending triangle pattern today, okay? Now here's the thing. I think in one of my last previous videos a few days ago, we actually did a charting pattern called the ascending triangle pattern. Actually, I think it might have been my most recent video. So it was the ascending triangle pattern. And likewise, you guys, today is going to be the descending triangle pattern. It's a little bit different, okay? It's pretty much the opposite, all right? So here's the example, all right? So guys, in contrast to the last video about ascending triangles, a descending triangle pretty much signifies a bearish continuation of a downtrend, all right? So guys, typically here, traders who are trading the futures market, they'll typically want to enter a short position during a descending triangle in an attempt to profit from the, from the falling market. Because typically, you guys, that's typically when you make, when you make some pretty darn good money when you're shorting the market, all right? Now guys, I should also note here that descending triangles, they generally shift lower and break through the support because, as you guys can clearly see here, the overall support line right here breaks down, all right? Obviously, you can see that. And it shifts lower and breaks through the support simply because, they're pretty much indicative, of a market that's definitely being dominated by sellers, all right? That's typically what happens here, all right? Typically meaning that, successively lower peaks are high, they're pretty much likely to be prevalent and, unlikely to reverse, all right? So realistically here, you got to keep it, you got to keep an eye on, things like that as well, all right? Now guys, as far as spotting descending triangles like this, they're pretty easy to spot actually. Usually you guys, they can be identified from you can pretty much identify them pretty much by making or by, visually seeing where a, where a horizontal line of support would be. And, where then you'd also want to make a downward sloping, line of resistance, which is where, obviously the resistance would be. Eventually, you guys, the trend will break through the support and the downtrend will continue. As you guys can clearly see here, we've got this sloping line for the resistance that you can clearly see, all right? Then we've got our support line right here. As you guys can clearly see, this was our major level of support, all right? And as you guys can clearly see here, it stopped right here and went up it went up again to retest the resistance area, and it dropped again and fell straight through and continued on with the overall bear trend, okay? Now, guys, we're going to take a look at one in the real world here real quick, all right? So I already found one not too long ago. We are looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, okay? So this is Bitcoin on the daily chart right now at the time of me filming this video, and there is a good one right here that I found, all right? So clearly, you guys, we've got our swing high right here, and we've got our swing low right here, and as you guys can clearly see right here, this is our downward sloping line of resistance right here. We've got our major level of support right here. As you guys can clearly see, drew a straight line all the way straight across, all right? And typically, you guys, we've got our right here, descending triangle, and as you guys can clearly see, it went up and up and up and up and up and traded within this whole triangle for the longest time until it finally went back down to this layer of support and ultimately, you guys, broke right through. So as you guys can clearly see, that is very indicative of a descending triangle, all right? Typically, I mean, this is literally a textbook descending triangle right here, you guys. Now, again, you guys, another thing that I wanted to show you here real quick is, I don't know if you know, a few days ago, probably, I don't remember exactly which day it was, but I did another video on wedges as well. So as you guys can clearly see here, there was also a, let's see here, let me see if I can go ahead and make this real quick. We'll make that one, and then we will make this one. So guys, as you guys can clearly see, within this descending triangle, there was also a rising wedge, okay, which I explained in one of my other videos about rising wedges, or wedges in general. I talked about rising wedges, where eventually, you guys, in a rising wedge, the overall pattern, it will break that layer of support right here, which would be right here. You know, we touched the bottom multiple times, 1, 2, 3. We touched it 3 times, and eventually, you guys, it breaks straight through and goes straight down. Okay, so that is, again, you guys, another good example of a, you know, typically a rising wedge there. I know I'm talking about two different charting patterns here, but I just wanted to point this out because within these small, you know, you can use these other charting patterns in confluence with your major charting pattern, like right here that you see. So if you see 2 different charting patterns that are both pointing to the asset dropping downward in price, you can pretty much bet your butt that it's going to drop in price eventually. Okay, I mean, we've got a rising wedge right here, which is very indicative of a, you know, of the market, you know, turning bearish. And we've got our descending triangle here, which is, again, another, you know, another indicative chart pattern of, you know, the price dropping further as well. So as you guys can clearly see, this is a very good example of a descending triangle right here. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions about descending triangles or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or leave a comment down below in the comment section of this video. I love helping people out. That's the whole reason why I started this channel. So, hey, if you got questions, feel free to ask. Do not be shy, you guys. Other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos.